Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? What's going on, Tucker? What are you doing, bud? I thought I would do a little life update video over here. And it's kind of surreal being that what I'm going to talk about, and that the last time that I filmed a video over here was... What did you find in my pocket? What did... Boo Radley, do you hear that? He's in my pocket, you guys. This is so fun. He's scratching at my pocket. What did you find in my pocket? Did you guys find pepperonis? Pepperonis! Okay, here's a pepperoni for you, Tucker. There you go. And here's a pepperoni for you, Boo Radley. Oh, my Lord. Okay, we're going to put the pepperonis in the drawer for right now. Oh, my Lord, the camera fell. Well, it's never a boring day in the house of the dogs. Oh, my Lord, it fell again. Okay, well, that's just kind of what happens here in our house. Nothing goes the way that we planned. Right, guys? And, well, that's what I kind of wanted to talk about today. And I was saying that it's kind of surreal being that the last time that I did a video over here was the video picking out their Halloween costumes, because I wanted to talk about Tucker today. So, we'll have some treats in just a second. Okay. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. I have you guys on a tripod today, and I was trying it out as something different, and it's not really working that well. So, hold on just a second. Okay, I think it should stay, like, right there. Well, people want real vlogging, right? They want reality, and this is what you get. Okay. So, oh, man. We came back from... I don't even really remember at this point, you guys, but it was one of our Vegas trips. I think our second Vegas trip, we came back, and let me put this down here so they can see you guys, because you're being so cute today. Come on, camera. If everything would just, you know, go the way that I wanted to, you know, it's like we talk about that in recovery. It's like if all the actors would act the way they were supposed to act, and the world worked the way that I wanted it to work, you know, but from everything, from the camera to just, I guess, everything in life. Right? So anyway, we came back from Vegas, and this little guy right here, Tucker, he started coughing a lot, and it was kind of like this hacking cough. He may do it during this video because he's been doing it today. He hasn't coughed in like 3 days, and then today he was doing it a little bit. But he's also super rowdy, and they just like ran around outside, and he was fine. But we came back from Las Vegas, and he was coughing a lot. Tucker said, tell him something happy first. Well, I got a haircut today. I went in and I said, listen, just cut it all off. I want it real short. So she cut it real short for me, the way I used to wear it. So we got him a vet appointment immediately, didn't we? You love your vet. He said, she's such a nice lady and she gives me treats. We love our vet. And so they ran some tests and stuff, and she's like, his lungs sound great. Everything looks great. Everything sounds great. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. And so they had recommended that we maybe try some Benadryl. And so we tried that, and it didn't do anything. Just made him sleepy. And so the coughing continued, but it wasn't bad. It was like, there would be like a day where he would like cough in the morning and at night, and then there would be, you know, I know, you guys are being so good. You're being so good. And then there would be like late at night, maybe he'd like cough like that or something. But it's like a hacking cough. It's like and it really reminded us of our Chihuahua Pee-Pee that passed away from heart disease. Well, he actually passed away from kidney failure because of the medicine that we had him on for the heart disease. So there was 3 medicines that Pee-Pee was on, and one of them is like removes, I think it's the Lasix. Well, no, the Lasix is a diuretic. And so it's supposed to remove fluid, supposedly to help things, you know, pump faster and whatever, but then it makes your kidneys kind of work overtime, I guess. And so it's like, I remember when we originally put Pee-Pee on the Lasix, the vet was like, I mean, at this point, it's kind of like save the heart, but, you know, which one's going to kind of go first kind of thing. And yeah. So that weekend, we noticed that Tucker was like panting a lot, and Alex noticed that his heart rate was really fast because he was like laying on him while I was watching TV. And so, what is it? You want pets too, not just your... Come here, honey. Come here, Tucker. Tucker wants pets, and Boo Radley wants pets, and we all want pets, don't we? So Alex noticed that his like heart rate was really fast. Which is so bizarre because Boo Radley, this little guy right here, like his heartbeat is so slow, you guys. It's like, they always say, like everybody's always said to us, they've always been like, he's so skinny, he's so skinny, he's so skinny, right? But like every time we go to the vet, they always say Boo Radley is so incredibly healthy. This one will probably live to be 19, little guy. Your heart rate, look at it. So it's like boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Such a good boy. Tucker said, if he's going to get attention, then I want to get attention too. So, I scheduled another vet appointment, and I took him in. And our vet happened to be on vacation, so we saw this other woman. And can I just tell you how cute my dogs are? Can I just brag about my dogs for a second? Just look at how cute they are. Look at Boo Radley. Look at this little guy right here in his tongue. He has been my little angel baby lately. He's just been like, every night he's been sleeping next to me. I won't let him out of my sight, which is of course what happens in situations like this. So the new vet that we saw, and I really liked her, but I just felt more comfortable with the other vet, you know, and I said, so she said, I think, she was like, I think that you need to have an echocardiogram. And fortunately, we live in Indiana, and Purdue University has a great vet school here. And she was like, and I was like, oh, like, I've heard from friends that that's like, you know, a whole day and whatever. And just, it's like this whole thing, right? Purdue University is like this whole thing for a day. Like, you're up there for a whole day. So she was like, well, they'll come down here, or they come down here like 2 to 3 days a week and at different offices, and they do stuff, and they'll do it for you when they come down here. And I said, oh, that's great. Let's schedule that. So we scheduled it. And so we took Tucker in. He had to go in at 7 o'clock in the morning. He was there all day long. They ran blood tests. I did an echocardiogram, I think is what it's called. So finally in the afternoon, like, we hadn't heard from them. And I said, are you playing with your lady, Tucker? Are you playing with... Oh, you're playing with little lady. Here, oh, you've got both your little ladies out. Both of your little ladies. Okay. So... I called my husband Alex and I said, have you heard from the vet yet? And he was like, no. And I said, well, I haven't either. Or he said, did you? And I said, no. So I said, well, I'll call. So I called the vet and I talked to her on the phone, and they got her right away, and she was so nice. And she was like, well, we got the results back, and I just lost it immediately. And at this point, I'm kind of like, I said this last night in my vlog, I said I'm kind of cried out, and then I started crying again. But she said he has an enlarged heart. We had been watching him closely for a couple years anyway, because he had a heart murmur that they had noticed. So they were checking out the heart murmur, and then... What do you guys hear out there? What is that? I wish you could see all of this, because they're so sweet. Yeah, little babies. I was looking over my shoulder over there. Who is that? Do you lay and sleep right next to your brother every night? You guys do. And you're litter mates. And you know what that means? Your brothers and your best friends. And you know what else? You never ever spent a night apart. Ever. The two of you. You've spent every night together your entire lives. Every night. Yeah. So, she said he had an enlarged heart that they had found from that. And that he had advanced stages of heart disease. Of congenital, I don't know what it's called anyway, and that they recommended that we start him on the medicine right away. So I, of course, start bawling on the phone, and she's like so sympathetic and really nice. You're okay, buddy. And she was really, really nice. And she said, well, she was like, I also think that we need to get another, she was like, let's start him on the medicine. Was this last Friday? I can't remember what day it was now. But she said, let's start him on the medicine and have the blood work done. And then we had to wait 7 to 10 days. And then she wanted to get another x-ray of the heart to see, like, what the prognosis... He was looking right up in that camera. What the prognosis was at this point. And, you know, basically, like, how long they thought, you know, and stuff like that. So, we go in on Thursday, don't we, Tucker? Tucker said, I've about had it going to the vet, Dad. I've gone to the vet so many times, I'm tired of it now. But we're going on Thursday, and he started his medicine. So he's on 3 different medicines. And of course, because of the Lasix, little guy is like having to pee all the time, and he's not used to that. And I'm a mess, and my husband's a mess, and we're just crying all the time. Because we just went through this less than 2 years ago with Pee-Pee. And now it's Tucker, and I thought Tucker would live to be like 18. And I don't want the little guy to be in any pain. And I hate the coughing, because when they start coughing, it's like it's like a cat that has like a hairball, you know? Like, that's what it sounds like. And then I'm like, I can't imagine even like losing this little guy. And then I'm worried about, like, Boo Radley not having any clue what's going on. What? Let's put this down here so that the people can see us, okay? Oh, look, there's my toe. Welcome to my life. I'm just so afraid about losing these little guys. I'm with them like all day long. Yeah. You're being such a good boy. You take care of me, don't you? So, you know, I'm always preaching, don't borrow trouble, and be hopeful, and see the glass as half full instead of half empty. And so I was talking about this on my vlog, and somebody was like, well, Peter, you always say, you know, be hopeful and see it as a glass is half full. And so I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to. But part of the problem is, like, this is how aware of his own sickness as he is. Let me just show you, okay? He's playing with his ladies. But, like, that's the problem. He doesn't act like he's sick, like, hardly ever, unless he's, like, coughing a little bit. He's running around. He's having a good time. He doesn't seem sick at all. In fact, like, my husband said to me last night, he said, like, in my head, I'm like, well, maybe they got it wrong. And he's like, I know they didn't, but I'm, like, still, like, you know. And I was like, they didn't get it wrong. I mean, it was, like, an echocardiogram. I mean, they don't, how do you get that wrong, you know? And then my friend said, well, what about a second opinion? I'm like, it's Purdue University's veterinary school. Like, you know, I mean, and they're 12, aren't you? You're 12. And I said to her on the phone, I said something to her like, well, how long do you, like, think that, like, how long can, she said, dogs that we catch it really early, they do really well, which is what they said to us with Pee-Pee too. But the vet told me 1.5 years, and Pee-Pee made it 1.5 years, and then later she said that she didn't think he'd make it past 6 months, so, but, come here, buddy. Tucker, come here. Come here, honey. And, so I said to her on the phone, she said, well, you know, they can do, sometimes if you catch it early enough, they can do really well. And I said, like, 14 or 15, like, I'm real hopeful, like a kid, right? And she said, oh, no. Which I've heard so many stories from so many different people have been like, oh, you know, my friend's dog got diagnosed with heart disease and then lasted for another 6 years, you know. And I said, well, what, 6 months? And she said, I'm saying that we're not talking like roots of euthanasia at this point. And I was like, oh my God. Like, he is like flipping this thing around. Are you flipping your lady in the air? I mean, this is not a sick dog. These are, you know? No, we don't. We're nice to each other. We don't do that. Say, yeah, we're having fun. So I'm like, and here I am all day long, and they're so good, you know? Or he's so good, you know? He doesn't even act sick. So I don't know. But there's my life update for you. I just wanted to talk about it over here because I'm going to talk about it on my vlog and on my other channels. Is your brother driving you crazy, Tucker? Is he all over the place today? He is, isn't he? Yeah, we love our little family, don't we? Yep. You got 2 dads, and we got 2 dogs. Hey! Are we having fun? What is it? Are we having fun? Alright. Well, Tucker, you want to say goodbye to all the people? You did. You want... Give me a high five. High five me. Good boy! Good boy. Well, alright, you guys. Thanks for watching. We could use all the prayers and positive thoughts. I'd really appreciate it. And hopeful thoughts. And I love you guys, and I'll see you. They always know the end of that, because that's what I say. Like, their ears perk up. I love you guys, and I'll see you. They always do that at the end of my Peterisms video. Yeah. And when? Boo Radley, when will you see him? Let's see you. When? Tomorrow.